To begin scoring a game, the first thing you want to do is open the RBI scoring software. When you do this, the first thing that the software will do is create the rosters and the schedules. As you can see, this is not a long process and finished in a matter of seconds. Next, you'll need to enter your username and password. Conveniently, both are set to be your scorer ID number. My scorer ID number is 1958, so I enter 1958 in both fields, hit begin, and the software allows me to proceed. Now we need to pick the game that we want to score. The game I'm going to use in this example is the Yankees-Rays game that was played on September 15th, 2010. Initially, the software will always default to the current date. To choose your game, you're going to want to click on the down arrow next to the calendar. If your game was actually played on the current date, January 14th, you would click on January 14th, and the software will be populated by the games that were played on this date. As you can see, there are no games on January 14th as it's not baseball season. Now our game was played on September 15th, 2010. To change this, we once again click on the down arrow next to the calendar, and then we click on the month provided that the game is not played in the current month, which it's not. At the top will be the year, which generally speaking you won't have to change. In this case, we do though, and since the game was played in 2010, we click the back arrow to go back to 2010, and then we click on the month that the game was played in, September. Next, we click on the date, the 15th. Now, the software will be populated by the games that were played on September 15th, 2010. Now we just need to scroll down until we find the game that we want to score, the Yankees-Rays game. There are 3 buttons in the Major League version of the software: Score Game, Chart Game, and Timer Game. In the Minor League version, all you'll ever see is Score Game. This is the button that you need to click in order to begin. Now we need to confirm the settings for our game. The only setting that might potentially have to be changed is Use DH, although generally speaking, you shouldn't even have to change that. Just confirm that if your game in fact used a designated hitter, that yes is chosen here, or if the pitcher's hit, that no is selected. Once you've verified that everything is correct, hit next. Now we need to confirm where the game is being played. If you're scoring a minor league game, you can always just hit next here, as all minor league games are scored using the default field. If you're scoring a major league game, generally you'll just be hitting next through the screen also. However, in the drop down are other home fields that a team has used in case you need to make a change. Once you have made the correct selection, hit next. Now we get to setting the starting lineups for the game. One helpful shortcut is that if you hit the first letter of a player's last name on the keyboard, the software will take you to players whose last names begin with the same letter. For instance, Derek Jeter led off for the Yankees in this game. So, if I click in the Yankees roster and hit the J key, it skips me down to players whose last name begins with the J. Now, we drag Derek Jeter's name to the position he played in the field. In this game, he played shortstop, so if we drag Derek Jeter to shortstop, you can see that Derek Jeter is now manning the field at the shortstop position and batting first in the batting order. One nice feature that the software has is that it autofills the batting order. What this means is that if you enter everyone sequentially, it will drop them into their correct position in the batting order. For instance, Curtis Granderson hit second after Derek Jeter, so if I scroll down to the G's and drag Granderson into center, he's now occupying the second spot in the order. Mark Teixeira hit third playing first base. Alex Rodriguez batted fourth playing third base. Robinson Cano hit fifth playing second. Lance Berkman hit 6th as the designated hitter. Jorge Posada hit 7th as the catcher. Austin Kearns batted 8th as the left fielder. And Colin Curtis hit 9th as the right fielder. Phil Hughes was the pitcher in this game, and he occupies the hit 4 position. Now we enter the lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. To do this, click the Rays tab. Now we'll enter the Rays lineup the same way we did for the Yankees. Jaso led off as the catcher. Ben Zobrist hit second, playing second base. Carl Crawford, in left field, batting third. Evan Longoria was a cleanup hitter, and he played third base. Matt Joyce followed in right field, batting fifth. Dan Johnson was the designated hitter, batting sixth. Carlos Pena hit seventh, and he was playing first base. B.J. Upton was in center field, batting eighth. And the lineup finished out with Jason Bartlett playing shortstop in the 9th position. The starting pitcher in this game was James Shields. Finally, once you've entered both lineups, hit next. The software will give you a warning if you don't have numbers lock on. Make sure that you have numbers lock enabled so that you can use the keyboard shortcuts as you enter your game. Hit OK, and you're ready to begin your game.